Even the Ocean on Nintendo Switch. This game is it's a pretty interesting game. It's an action RPG, side-scrolling action RPG, and it's pretty interesting here. We can go ahead. Oh, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can. No, I'm gonna start a new game. So you play as Aleph. Okay, so now this is actually, I'm glad I started a new game because this is what I want to actually highlight. So you got a few different ways to play the game. You got the full game, which is play the game in its entirety, recommended for most players, first-time playthroughs. Story, skip the power plant levels from the game for players who wish to focus on the story and skip the dexterity-based levels. The Gauntlet, play only the power plant levels for players who only want to play the dexterity-based levels of the game. And then Warp, warning, spoilers, do not select for a first-time playthrough, the same as full game, but allows you to start at any point in the game. Recommended if you've lost save data or want to revisit or research the game. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do... I'm going to actually do Warp. Yeah. Let me... let me actually, unsync the... Is it automatically... I'm going to unsync the save data real quick. Of course, it's going to load forever. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for now. Okay. Alright, cool. So yes, I want to do that. Chosen warp mode, please choose what parts of the game should be considered completed. You'll be warped immediately after finishing the furthest area. Okay. So I did Faerûsh, so that's as far as I got. Yep. So you have to hold A in order to make a choice. Now that you've selected your desired game mode, please take a brief moment to look over this list of options. Some of them may help this game to be a better experience. Now, these options are amazing. So, in addition to music and sound effects, language, you have speedrun options. You've got fast dialogue, act area cards, skip screen fades, skip death animation, turn off save point auto save, press down to fall off wall. Gameplay options. Look at all of these gameplay options. This is awesome. No screen flashes. Turns off all screen flash effects in the game. No screen shakes. Turns off all screen shakes in the game. Float movement. Instead of jumping, you can float around. No dying. Stops you from dying when energy bar fills to either end. Pass-through gates. Rectangular gates and power plants become pass-through. Sound effects captions. Displays captions when important sound effects play. Helper blocks. Adds blocks to make levels easier. Milder energy. All energy effects are halved in intensity, making it easier to survive. No hold shield lock. The shield will always be locked. Hold the shield button down to switch the shield's direction. Cloud indicator. Displays an icon when standing over ground that you can jump down through. Disable 3D overworld. Removes 3D effect on the world map. Disable dialogue sounds. Disables voices during dialogue. May be needed if your game crashes during some cutscenes. That's awesome. That's a very robust set of options. I love seeing that. Okay, we're good with those options. And it tells you can tweak them anytime. Okay, so we're going to jump to where I left off here. That's a new game, but we're going to do it this way. Okay, so essentially you play as Aleph, and you are a plant inspector, or a plant worker. You investigate and work on the power plants that help to feed the city and the world of power. And your supervisor died in one of the plants. And you went to the funeral, and you were debriefed by the mayor, and the mayor tells you need to go to the other plants to investigate to find out what's disrupting the flow of the energy in the plants. Now, the game you have both dark energy and light energy, and enemies and environmental traps will hit you with a certain kind of energy. If the energy bar fills all to one side, either dark or light, you will die. So you have to keep the balance there. Also, the green energy lets you jump higher, where the purple or dark energy allows you to move quickly in a horizontal manner, quickly along the area that you're traversing, as well as I think that's it. That's it for that. But yeah, essentially, here's Aleph writing in her journal and saying that, kind of reflecting on the death of her superior. They have the storyteller that tells it helps to set the premise of the scene at times. Alright, so apparently you're at the funeral. I thought that was already past the funeral, but apparently not. That's okay. Okay, so here's Yara giving eulogy. Everything you do in the game affects the outcome, which I think is really awesome. There's the bar I was referring to. Right now it's in the middle. So I have to go over here, talk to this guy, and then he takes you back to the city, talk to the mayor. I like the 2D art style. Of the characters, the writing is pretty good. So far, the story is pretty predictable, but still a very, very decent game. Yeah, so essentially he tells you that you did a great job, and there's other things going on with the other plants. This is your map, and then these are the different plants that you need to visit. Now, you pick a plant, and then he sends other technicians to the other plants. The other two. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of like, reminds me of a tiny bit of like Final Fantasy VII. The energy aspect, the big city that it's the main city in the world. White Forge. But again, all around great game so far. Okay, so that's a little bit about Even the Ocean. Again, it's available on Nintendo Switch, as well as other platforms. I'm going to go ahead and review here. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time, take care and happy gaming.